Hey, it's Heidi. Welcome back for another video. My voice just went really high. If you're new here, I'm Heidi again, and what I do is I help you resolve your relationship issues at the root so that you can have the love, life, and happiness that you deserve. I'm so glad you're here. We have a very special request. This is going to be a great video for you if you happen to be a person in recovery from whatever, right? The name of the game is you've changed, you've grown. And in fact, we really don't change. What we do is get rid of the stuff that's not us so we can become more of who we really are. So let's say that, right? You've walked back home to your true nature, to yourself. You are empowered, you're growing, you're different. You're showing up in ways that you just didn't show up before. But here's the problem. I got a video request because what happens sometimes is though you're in recovery and you're changing and you're growing, the people around you are staying stuck and they're not changing or they're not growing, or they're reminding you constantly of the person you used to be way before you started this self-development recovery journey, and they're constantly reminding you of that, or you find yourself slipping back into old ways of being and behaving when you're around those people. So I wanted to cover both scenarios for you today. By the way, if you want to request a video, go over to lovecoachheidi.com and send me a message or make a comment right here. I'm happy to make a video for you too. I want to make sure I'm serving you, okay? Let's dive in. Now, I'm always a firm believer in giving people the benefit of the doubt, right? Assuming the best about people, that nobody really sets out and wakes up to make our lives miserable. However, if you're in a relationship with somebody who's toxic or dysfunctional or narcissistic, that very much could be the case. So maybe you've changed and you're around a toxic family member or a toxic relationship where they keep reminding you of who you used to be in an attempt to make you feel bad kind of on purpose. If that's happening, there is no way to navigate that other than to get out of it. All right, I just want to make that crystal clear. But I'm going to assume the best about the people and assume that the people that are reminding you of the past, let's say you've recovered and it used to be pretty bad, right? The interaction you have with your family was not good, or the person that you're in a relationship with, and you get better. And let's use Christmas as an example, right? You're really excited and you're having your first really sober, amazing Christmas, and the family's all there, and it is a freaking Hallmark card. It is a Lifetime movie channel extravaganza, and you are having so much fun, right? And all of a sudden, mom goes, "Well, honey, thank God it's not like last Christmas. Because last Christmas, remember what happened last Christmas? Well, how could I forget?" And she goes down memory lane, tragic memory lane, and starts reminding you of the person you used to be last Christmas. And you all of a sudden feel terrible. You shrink up and you start to feel like now Christmas is ruined, right? You're sober, but Christmas is still ruined. Why is your mom doing that? Well, I'm going to assume that your mom's not a narcissist or a toxic person or dysfunctional. I'm going to assume that she loves you. And the reason that she's doing it is because she wants you to remember. She thinks mistakenly, if she keeps reminding you of who you used to be, that'll prevent you from relapsing into that person again. She just wants to keep you, hey, you're good now, but don't forget how much you hurt me in the past. Or she hasn't recovered from the pain that was caused in the past. And here's the thing. It's not your job to help the people recover from the damage that you caused, because it's a lie that you can. You're not that powerful. People need to heal, and they need to seek out whatever methods, therapy, coaching is available to them so that they can heal from the damage that was done. It's not your job to fix that, okay? Yes, are you trying to make amends if you're working a program? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Maybe there's a million roads to Rome, a million ways to recover. But amends is not trying to fix the issue. All right, you can't do that for people. They have to go through their own journey of acceptance and processing what happened. I work a lot with family members in processing their trauma and pain around what the addiction or the situation did to them. Okay, so send them to me and I can help them as well with our family program. So let's assume, though, that maybe that's not even what's happening. Let's assume that you find yourself, everybody's kind of moved on, but you find that when you get around these people, you start getting triggered up and behaving in ways that you know you're past. You've done the work, you've grown, but all of a sudden you go back home for the holidays, or you go back home to visit your family, or you get on the Zoom call and you're like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs all over again. You're triggered up, you're acting here's the thing, then you're tempted to fall back into those old ways of behaving. What that's a symptom, what's that a sign of, is you have some more healing to do. All right, if you're getting triggered up and you're going back into that environment, that's a signal to you that you need to get to work on those things that are triggering you up, and understanding how not to let people, places, or things knock you off your axis so that you stay centered. Maybe you need to work on the boundaries so that you're not ready to put yourself into those positions, so that you're getting triggered up and reverting back into old habits. But the one thing for sure is nobody makes you feel anything without your consent. Eleanor Roosevelt said that, right? What that means is it's not them doing that to you. It's not your family making you be that person you used to be, or making you relapse or whatever. It's us not doing what we need to do internally, okay, in order to navigate and weather other people. Maybe we're taking what they're doing personally, we're internalizing their behavior, we're making it about us, whatever that it is a signal to you that you have more work to do in that area. And I don't know what it is, but if we work together, we can figure that out, right? And if you really want to get deeper in there, I just really want to encourage you to book a session. It's one thing to come to a video to get education, and I'm clearly love to give that to you, but insight is one thing, but you're unique. We need to figure out for you what is actually happening, what's really going on, why are you getting triggered up, what exactly is happening. And if this calls to you and speaks to you, I just want to encourage you to book a session. You can do that over at lovecoachheidi.com. In fact, right now, hopefully it'll still be valid by the time I'm making this video, that session is 50% off. So now's a really good time to book a session if you want to, and I'm doing that because of the circumstances that we're in. All right. The other thing is having a little grace on yourself. We're always ebbing and flowing in and out on our recovery journey, not relapsing necessarily, but having our feelings. Right? We make a little progress, we feel like a brand new person, then we fall back and we say, oh, maybe I'm not that different. This is the journey of change. It's a cyclical thing. It's a cycling, and that's a natural part of it, right? You're not perfect. It's not that these issues are done forever. They're going to come up. The question is, can you navigate them? Can you give yourself some grace? Likely, if you're falling back into old patterns, your intentions are pure. We're going to assume the best about you too. It's just an attempt to stay connected to them somehow, or be the old you, because that's how you're used to relating to them. And it's a backhanded attempt at connection. It's a misguided attempt, rather, at connection. It is a lame attempt to just connect. So hopefully you found this helpful. And maybe you need more. Maybe you need more information or more support, and you want to go ahead and book that session. You're more than welcome to do that. Okay, you don't need to know if it's a good fit necessarily. I don't need to know if it's a good fit. If you feel like this is a question that you have and you want resolved, book a session and we'll work it out. All right, I love you. I hope you did find this helpful, and have a great day. Keep your requests coming. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. Okay, it helps me help more people. Love you. Bye.